Greetings, YouTube. I'm currently reading Bruce Campbell's second book. His first book was If Chins Could Kill, and I can't remember the name of the second one. It's chin related, but I'm reading it at the moment. And he was just discussing his roles in the three Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Now, remember, Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi were high school friends, and they made Evil Dead together, and Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness, and he's been in cameos in the Spider-Man movies. In fact, I just picked up Evil Dead on DVD with 2 commentary tracks. I was very happy about that. So, I got to thinking, within the MCU, it is an echo of our world. We can find it relatable because it is essentially our world with super high powers, beings, metahumans laid on top of it. Now, I realize that historically, as soon as you put magic in a world, nothing is the same. I get it. It makes no sense that you have any world where superpowers, magic, whatever, shows up at any point in the past, because from that point forward, the history would be completely different. So you really need to have all these things show up relatively close to when the story is told, as opposed to being in the far past, because that means everything would have changed. Okay, but ignoring that for the minute, because it's convenient to my discussion and the MCU at large. The MU, the Marvel Universe. Okay, so we have 3 people in 3 different jobs that all look like Bruce Campbell, and since the Marvel Universe is set in ours, it is overlaid on ours, then Bruce Campbell, the actor, is also in that universe. And in addition, Ash from Evil Dead is a Marvel comic. So Ash is canon, part of the Marvel Universe. All right? That's 5 people that are identical to Bruce Campbell, which got me thinking, why? Why do we have these 5 people that we know of that look identical to Bruce Campbell and are seemingly unrelated in every way? So here's what I came up with. There is a cloning facility. Now, the cloning facility's goal was to create Ash. Ash was the end result. To create someone that had this certain mental acumen to be able to deal with the supernatural in a way that meshed into the overall culture at large. So it wouldn't be just like Ghostbusters, but just an ordinary, so what appears to be an ordinary schlub that when faced with the supernatural would be able to prevail. So their goal was to use science to create someone who could help defend the world from the supernatural. It's a comic universe. Run with it. So Ash was the goal, but running a cloning facility and doing that kind of research is expensive. So how did they make money? By selling babies. So the 3 people that are in the Spider-Man movies, they are clones, unrelated, that were sold on the black market to 3 different families. But part of the process of building Ash, they have coded into the Ash model a person who is impossibly incapable of not being a smarmy wise-ass. So all of the Bruce Campbells are smarmy wise-asses. Ash, the promoter at the rink, the maitre d', the theater employee, and Bruce Campbell, the actor. So now you may ask, how is it that Bruce Campbell has a past? Bruce Campbell very much has a mother and a father and a brother. I believe he just has one sibling, Dawn. Well, what if one of the employees of the company felt sympathy for these children and absconded with one and raised them within the family as one of their own. So the other clones, they may have pasts, but maybe they don't. Maybe they were programmed with pasts. Maybe they think they have pasts. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they're out there in the world doing their things, waiting for a supernatural event to occur near them when they will be activated and become another Ash to defend the world. Which means that if Bruce Campbell himself, the actor, were ever to be faced with a supernatural event, his programming on the genetic level would be triggered, and he would become a defender of our reality as we know it. If the gods love me, somehow Bruce Campbell will see this video